timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away. Yes, it is.
Very good afternoon and welcome to Oman Cricket Academy. We are on the second game of this day and it's going to be a very interesting one because Yalla Shabab Giants will be taking on Pi 11 Mavericks, and both these two teams are looking to exert a little bit something for themselves in the whole scheme of things. Yalla Shabab to exert dominance and Pi 11 Mavericks to exert some brownie points here and display their skills. Wasting no time further, immediately let's go down to the toss as we have Mr. Jamil Zaidi with the two captains.
For the toss for Oman D League, powered by Dafa News. Match number 15 to be played between Yalla Shabab and Pi 11 Mavericks. With me, the captain of Yalla Shabab, Saishiv, and along with him, Anir, captain of the Pi 11, of course, Kamar Zama, match referee. Saishiv being the home team. Saishiv won the toss. Routine question, what you're going to do first?
I will bat first, sir.
You will bat for then how much target you feel you have to give to your opponents to chase that one?
So wicket is pretty good. So we are looking for the 100 or 120, around 120.
You have a good team, definitely. Batters should come up and do some job what you're thrusting them on that. So how much you feel that which batters can come and do that job what you're looking for?
I have a confidence in all the batters, sir. We are not depending upon one. We all in 11, we are all the batters. We bowl, we are proper all-rounders. So whose day is best, they'll give the best results on the day.
Any changes in the team?
So Abdul Khali comes in place of Umesh Shakil.
Okay. Good luck, Saishiv.
Thank you, sir.
Anir, captain of Pi 11 Mavic, you have been asked to bowl first. So what is your plan, how you are going to stop the run flow from the Yalla Shabab batters?
Yeah, मेरा टारगेट बैट्समैन का 80 और 90 के अंदर पकड़ेगा, ये का टारगेट है. ओके, दैट लास्ट टू मैच किम जी के साथ 68 रन में टारगेट फिक्स किया. सेम अभी बॉलिंग स्टडी से थोड़ा अच्छा है, मैं ट्राई करेगा बस इंशाल्लाह.
कोई चेंजेस हैं टीम में आज?
2 changes टीम में, एंड सफीर एंड नोबी शेडर, and out Heidi and Vishan and Faisal is out. Sorry, 3 players is out and 1 player is 2 players change. Sorry, okay, 2 players.
Any कोई स्पेशल प्लेयर है जिसको आप समझते हो कि वो आपके लिए आज अच्छी बॉलिंग करे और एक अच्छी बैटिंग करे?
टीम का स्पेशल प्लेयर एंड चार्ल्स एंड नितिन निशी is 2 batsmen batting. And 2 places here, but not add into this T10. It's India going to vacation.
Thank you and good luck, Anir. So, news from the center. Yalla Shabab won the toss and elected to bat first.
Yeah, well, you've heard that, and they'll certainly look to post up a big total, being that professional side, and those explosive openers in the form of the left-hand, right-hand combination will always be a very difficult task for Pi 11 Mavericks to get rid of. And just as you have the confirmation of that playing 11, Zoe Bamanat, Hasnanul Wahab, the openers for Yalla Shabab Giants. Mujibur Ali is quite aggressive. Mufaddal Panyariwala, Rishabh Shivadas Gupta is that young talent who will look to make some impressions. Sai Shiv Narayan, Sanju Sajeev, Abdul Khan Khalik is the new man into the side. Mohammad Sami, the keeper behind the stumps. Jay Odedra will be utilizing all that experience. And then man of the match from the previous game, Amir Hamza is there as well. Yalla Shabab have won the toss and elected to bat. As far as the PI 11 Mavericks are concerned, Nidin Karatuvalapil and then Nobish Gopi, Nishant is there in the team. Rashid Ali Khan Malik, Imran Ayub, Amal Raj, Anirmon Abdul Rahman, the captain. Charles Jacob has certainly impressed one and all. Mohammad Safir, Bibin Raj Kandi, and Fahad Naeem will be rounding up the PI 11 Mavericks. So it's going to be a good contest here. And batting first, Yalla Shabab Giants always will be a very, very important and big force to reckon with. And straight away, a statement, a very, very important and hard-hitting statement. Zoeb Amanat starts off proceedings with a big, big six. And speaking of important and big personalities, Pranav Mehta joins me in the comm box.
What an incredible start for Zoeb Amanat. He's been one of those players to watch out for. Yalla Shabab, a half-tracker. Yes, he's quick, Charles Jacob, but not quick enough to trouble Zoeb Amanat at the moment. What a start.
Oh, this one's top-edged. A couple of fielders looking to get underneath it and make a mess of it. This is supposed to be taken. Regulation catches, was swerving in the air a bit. I do agree that, but then at this level, you would want to be holding on to opportunities like this. Getting Zoeb Amanat out early into the innings, you nearly got half of your game in your pocket.
Certainly, it's a big player. It's a big wicket, Zoeb Amanat. And they've made a mess of it. They're going to be changing that field and moving that player out of equation, but it doesn't matter because the damage has been done. He's been dropped and he's dropped a crucial wicket here.
In the meantime, they've rotated strikes, so it's going to be Hasnain ul Wahab who will face his first delivery of the game. He's an attacking batter as well. Will look to clear the infield towards the offside. It's also a very, very good slog hitter towards that cow corner region.
Fairly interesting field. Sweeper, third. Not getting his footing right at the moment is Charles Jacob. He'll be required to reload that one.
First ball 6, and one might wonder if the bowler is shaken at the moment.
You'd be spirited with that drop catch. Created an opportunity, gone down begging.
Oh, this one's in the air and will get himself 4 runs here. Hasnain ul Wahab.
He's tall, he's lanky, he's quick, but just not good enough to the quality of Hasnain ul Wahab. He's one of those players to watch out for. Certainly one of those premier sides will be eyeing for him for the next season.
Keeps it away outside the off stump, and that's more like it because you've got that very unorthodox positioned fielder at the boundary ropes at deep point in the power play. So they're probably expecting Hasnain ul Wahab to go for the cut shot in the air.
Full, and this is going to be interesting, very interesting, probably a little bit of an inside edge. That is what could have saved him. It was fairly straight, and that's where Hasnain ul Wahab would be in a lot of trouble.
And this is important. At no point in the over, Charles Jacob should be looking downtrodden or should be looking demotivated. There's going to be a very, very close call here. Umpire Zaman Qureshi. In the air, this is as straight as an arrow. But then not enough airtime on it. It's going to land within the infield. A decent start for Yalla Shabab Giants in the very first over. As many as 12 here, courtesy sixes and boundaries. Fahad Naeem will share the new ball with Charles Jacob. At the moment, he's got a task at hand, and that's to restrict and stifle these two opening batters. Looking to charge down the track. Immediately, umpire Gopakumar raises his arms.
And he's been the guilty fielder at third that dropped that important catch of Zoeb Amanat. And that's where he has to prove a point here. Get his team back into the equation, pick up maybe a wicket or two here. Put some add-on pressure on Yalla Shabab Giants, because if you don't pick up wickets against Yalla Shabab Giants, they'll cruise through very quickly.
Slingy sort of an action. And what's that game we play? Hopscotch? When you look at his run-up, he starts off at one place and then shifts lanes, and then shifts lane again, and then he delivers the ball.
Is it hip-hop?
No, it's hopscotch. I'm pretty sure it's hopscotch.
Hopscotch it is then.
Nonetheless, very, very uncanny here. Oh, this is going to be a very, very long over if Fahad Naeem does not get his line and length right here.
And something that Fahad Naeem would want to understand is that he's bowling that kind of a line where instead of having a sweeper, rather a deep point at third, it would be handy if he has a long off. Because that is the kind of protection. He's not one of the quickest in arena. And that is the fielder that you want. Maybe bring the third inside the circle. That will allow him to go a little fuller.
Shot and kept it away, and that's what's required here from Fahad Naeem. He's got that slingy sort of an action, and if he's intending to bowl it short, he needs to keep it outside the off stump. He cannot, just pitch it really full. And I do agree with that extra fielder inside would be quite useful for Fahad Naeem and the PI 11 Mavericks. So far so good. He's bowled 2 deliveries and he's conceded those extras, but otherwise a very hard hitting Hasnainul Wahab is now off strike. For the left-hander, square leg comes inside the circle and deep mid wicket goes to the boundary.
They need a wicket. They need a wicket out of desperation, especially this man on your screen, Zoeb Amanat. That is a big wicket. 7 of 2 deliveries. He's very positive, very attacking. And at the moment, a little watchful.
They're certainly striking the ball well. However, a little in line, and that ball will be dispatched for a boundary or a 6. So Fahad Naeem is living very, very dangerously at the moment. But that's important. You need to be backing your strengths. And his strength is that he is a very, very hard-hitting bowler. Hits the deck hard. Full and down the ground. That ball has got enough pace to cross the boundary ropes. And Zoeb Amanat just continues scoring in boundaries.
Once you allow Zoeb Amanat to be there for a little longer, you're going to be paying a hefty price, and that's exactly what Fahad Naeem is going to be understanding. If you go full, he will dispatch it past you, and that's exactly what he's done. No risk whatsoever. Every step that Fahad Naeem will be taking, he'll be thinking of that catch which he's dropped at third. How expensive is it going to be?
Oh, this is in the air. And it's going to be some runs more for Zoeb Amanat. He is dealing in boundaries at the moment, and that's not going to be looking good for the PI 11 Mavericks.
For the moment, it's way too simple for somebody like Zoeb Amanat. Full on the pads, and all he had to do is give it a little bit of direction. And with square leg inside the circle, the direction was not needed to be very accurate. Just bouncing inside the boundary rope, and that means 2 back-to-back boundaries. And all of a sudden, Yalla Shabab Giants are off to a flyer.
This time it's towards the offside, crunch towards covers. Zoe Bamanat is out here with a very, very aggressive mood. And what a beautiful strike this one is. Absolutely picturesque. End of the over with a boundary. 3 back to back, as a matter of fact. Have a look at that replay.
Probably one of those most elegant shots. Full, just outside off. And all that Zoe Bamanat had to do is put it in the gap. Glorious drive from the bat of Zoe Bamanat. He's an elegant player, and that's exactly what's being showcased. 2 overs done, 27 without losing a wicket.
When things get tough, the captain takes things in his own hands. Anirmon Abdul Rahman with the ball and immediately dispatched for a 6. He's not going to be happy about it.
Really feel as if Anirmon Abdul Rahman has probably rushed into things. As the lights come into effect, a little bit of dew will settle on the ground, and that's where he should have come into the attack, because that's when he'll grip and turn. A little too full for the liking of Anirmon, and that means that the power of Hasnain Al-Wahab will come into play.
Once again down the ground, it's aerial, but now it's not connected that well, so the fielder will only ensure it's going to be a single. Anirmon delivered 2 very good overs yesterday, and he made sure that things were looking a little under control whenever he was in operation. But at the moment, first ball 6, and now he has to be playing catch up for the rest of the over.
They need a wicket here. Almost out of desperation. Cut well. He's an elegant player, Zoe Bamanat, using the pace of Anirmon to his advantage, just wide of that fielder at square. This is almost furious for Pi 11 because they have zero control on this game at the moment.
Right-handers first, and now the left-hander Zoe Bamanat, and he's cut it, and was a long chase. Wonder why that fielder was behind square. On the offside. Oh, this one's chopped. Very lucky that it's not chopped onto his stumps. And that's what you get with Anirmon Abdul Rahman. He's that uncanny sort of a bowler, tries to do a little something with the fingers on the ball. And that mystery spinner sort of a character. With all that pace behind it as well, he can certainly create some trouble. But at the moment, he's already leaked 12.
The only thing that can keep them quiet is a wicket, and Anirmon finds a way to pick up a wicket here. Hasnain Al-Wahab, who was looking to showcase his power, finally gets caught at long on, courtesy of Charles. A little bit of a tussle, a little bit of a juggle, doesn't matter. Charles holds on.
Exactly what the doctor ordered here for Pi 11 Mavericks. Looking to charge the bowler and dominate him. Hasnain Al-Wahab has played one shot too many. It was a great looking over already, and he couldn't get good hold on that shot. Perishing in this over with 1 ball to go. Hasnain Al-Wahab departs for 13, 39 for 1 Yalla Shabab Giants. Outwalk Hasnainul Wahab, another southpaw. The youngster Rishabh Gupta joins the party. They've gotten off to a good start. Oh, this one was very, very steep from Anirman Abdul Rahman. Ends the over with a dot ball and took that new batter in by surprise. 39 for 1 Yalla Shabab Giants after 3. Will be spending Charles Jacob earlier by 11 Mavericks. Big shot towards the long on region. No fielder there. It's going to be one bounce for.
Certainly want to take things in control, Zohaib Amanat, and wants to express himself when he's still there in the middle. It's a floating power play, and all of a sudden Charles Jacob is up against Zohaib Amanat and his power prowess. Almost exclusive. Incredible striker of the cricket ball. It's going to be deep mid-wicket and long on.
And now finally, that's probably the right field here for Zohaib Amanat. Going to be a wide. If they're looking to bowl on that middle stump, leg stump line, it's certainly a good idea to have that deep mid-wicket and long on, and then at the same time get the offside packed. But then that would give you absolutely no room for error. There is no excuse for him to bowl it wide outside off stump. And that's what he does. It's high up in the air. No fielder because he's already spent all those fielders on the leg side. It's going to be another boundary.
Poor cricket. Extremely poor cricket from Charles Jacob. Not understanding what is expected out of him. Once you have long on and deep mid-wicket, the only thing that you can do is bowl full. Either with pace, pace off, you have to be full because that's where your protection is. Bowling short and wide, you don't have any protection. It's almost like a freebie.
Oh, this is a good shout, and he's going to get the prize wicket of Zohaib Amanat. 32 of 10 deliveries, but what's going to happen is Charles Jacob is going to get a wicket to himself. And I believe in the process he's done a little bit of damage to himself.
He was holding on to his hip of the left side even prior to this delivery. He's got that edge and he's got that prize wicket of Zohaib Amanat, 32 of 11 for him. But all said and done, the damage has been done by Yalla Shabab Giants. They're off to a flyer, 48 for the loss of 2 as the second wicket falls for Yalla Shabab Giants. Just keeping it out of the arc of Zohaib Amanat, who was expecting a ball to be a little bit towards the stumps. And that's where finding the smallest of edge. In comes Panyariwala. He's yet to impress us with his quality and skill. But it's a game of left-handers. Zohaib Amanat, Panyariwala, Rishabh Gupta. Mujibur Ali. Absolutely spot on, Amin Wagle. Are you a lefty too?
No, I'm not a lefty. He's punched it off the back foot. Good start here for Mufaddal Panyariwala. He's a very attacking cricketer and also a very stylish one. So it's a like-for-like replacement as far as this wicket's concerned.
This is going to be the interesting one. Rishabh Gupta, he's had his fair chances of opportunity over the years. He's yet to impress us. He's a quality youngster coming from the ranks of under 19. Very stylish, very elegant, very positive. But it's a game of numbers. You need to have those numbers in your favor if you want to do justice to your talent.
Charles Jacob, 2 deliveries remaining in this over. Oh, this one's in the air. A fielder looking to get onto it will just clear him by bare minimum margins. Good intent here from Rishabh Gupta. He'll have to strike the ball a bit more harder if he wants to score in multiples.
Just inching past that fielder at covers. It's a no-brainer that they would want Rishabh Gupta to get stuck in for a moment, and that's where they'll be able to take the game a little bit in their control.
Keeping it out of the arc and even charging down, was never going to be reaching out to that delivery. Dot ball to end the over, but he's got a wicket for himself, Charles Jacob. However, he's gone for plenty as well. 51 for the loss of 2 wickets. Yalla Shabab Giants after 4. New bowler introduced into the attack. It's going to be... Oh, this one's just through that cover fielder. Mohammad Safir will not really like it. That's not the way to be welcomed with the new ball.
You can't be bowling juicy full tosses in this game of cricket. Oman D10, and you're always going to be punished. And Mufaddal Paniariwala, I've heard great reviews about him. It's only a matter of time that he comes to the party, and that'll give him a lot of confidence.
Full, it's in the air. Fielder looking to get around it. It's only going to be a couple of bounces before he manages to get to it. In the meantime, they get a couple of runs for themselves.
Oh, this is very mediocre. Mufaddal Paniariwala trying to throw the kitchen sink at it. Almost felt as if he closed his eyes and heaved it across. You want to be dominating a side that is playing lower division cricket, and that's where you need to make it count. You can't be just giving or getting runs out of edges.
At the same time, I do believe they have a perfect platform. The youngsters from Yalla Shabab Giants, that bench strength comes out and expresses themselves so freely, making life difficult for the selectors and the management.
That's much better. Probably a little bit of bat on the leg side. Or is it the thigh pad? Doesn't matter. It is the bat. Zaman Qureshi giving that confirmation. So 4-4.
Unable to break the shackles, the Pi 11 Maverick bowlers. They are bowling and erring in line and length more often than not. And that's not going to be helpful for the team's scores on any given day. Rishabh Gupta is on 2 of 3 deliveries. Mufaddal has gotten off to a flyer, especially in this over. This time towards the offside.
It's a game of confidence. Last year we saw a lot of youngsters have their opportunities, not able to capitalize. This year we saw Aryan Bid striking a few lusty ones, few maximums, and all of a sudden everybody started to believe if Aryan Bid can do it, we can do it too. Narayana Satish, he's done decent. There are few other youngsters who are doing a decent job as well. Narayana Satish is bowling well. And that's what happens.
In the air and straight into the hands. Rishabh Gupta will have to perish because that change in pace that Mohammad Safir offered, it was just ended up being a bit too good for him.
He's had his opportunity and he's just come in and departed in a hurry. Rishabh Gupta, huge talent, great potential. But it's one thing to have a talent and it's another to do justice to it. And at the moment, he's not doing justice to his talent. And that is something that he needs to work out on. One man's loss is another man's advantage. And at the moment, the advantage is going to be in favor of Super Sanju. Mohammad Safi has done a decent job. Started off leaking a lot of runs and he's come back and picked up that wicket of Rishabh Gupta. Outside edge, and this is going to be valuable runs as well. Just when we were appreciating him, he's going to be leaking the third boundary of the over, and that's an expensive over. 15 runs of it, yes, that wicket of Rishabh Gupta, but 15 runs is way too many.
And that's been the story this evening for Pi 11 Mavericks. They've managed to get some important breakthroughs. They've managed to create opportunities, but not capitalized on them. An expensive over comes to an end along with a wicket. 66 for 3 after 5. Yalla Shabab Giants. Gopi with that ball in hand and straight away being dispatched for a boundary. Mufaddal Panyariwala cut that really hard and the ball had enough legs to cross the boundary ropes. So good start to the over for Yalla Shabab Giants. They're looking to score very, very quickly now. Joining me in the com box, Jamil Zaidi.
What time to come. Very first ball cut nicely between gully and point. Intentions are very much clear from Yalla Shabab. They are going to get whatever maximum in the remaining 5 overs.
More runs, outside edge. As many as 2. And they really wouldn't mind it because these were not supposed to be as many as they've gotten.
We have seen today, both the teams, Royal Stallions and Majistan, started briskly. Swashbuckling start, but in the middle. This once again down the leg side. We'll have to see the umpire signal. Both the teams played superbly, but finally Royal Stallions have got the last say. Sunal had done great job. Maximum 6s in couple of overs, changing complexion in the given favor of Royal Stallions.
Yes, absolutely. And been watching it live on YouTube, on Sports Eye. Been streaming all across the world. Fan code in India. Probably that one bout of runs and boundaries by Sharfuddin changed the complexion of the game. At the moment, it's Yalla Shabab Giants, the sister concern team of Royal Oman Stallions, and they are looking very good, looking on track to get a big total.
I think they should get. The start has been given them superbly by Zohair Amanat and Hassanul Wahab. So they have to take the advantage of that.
Especially Zoeb Amanat. Out of the 76, I believe 32 have been from the bat of Zoeb Amanat, and now Mufaddal Panyariwala. 9 ball 19. So a very healthy strike rate for him as well. Oh yes, he's done him over. It's going to be a wicket for Gopi. And what a way and what a time to get it in an important wicket in the form of Super Sanju, because he can be absolutely lethal. He looks to hit those big sixes, and done him over. That off stump being uprooted.
Beautifully bowled inside the wickets and got the reward by getting out Super Sanju back to the dugout. Wicket number 4, 76 for Yalla Shabab.
Went for 15 in his first over, but he's getting a second over on the trot. Mohammad Safir has picked up the wicket of Rishabh Gupta in his previous over, but went for 15 nonetheless. 3 boundaries in that over. Deftly played, and it's going to be a good effort. It does seem that wherever Fahad Naeem is going, the ball is looking to follow him. He dropped that catch of Zoeb Amanat very early on in the innings, on the second ball of the innings rather.
Each catch is so costly. If a batter like Zohair Amanat got that chance, but finally he came back to the dugout after scoring some quick runs.
Edged and taken. And he is certainly making a comeback of sorts here in this innings. Mohammad Safir has struck, and he struck well, because Sai Shiv, the captain of Yalla Shabab Giants, is a prolific striker. Seeing the back of him will only mean Pi 11 Mavericks does have hope.
Brilliant bowling, absolutely brilliant bowling. Look at that one, just moving away from the batter, got an edge. Look at the side. He deserved that 2 wickets in this over.
Heading back into the dugout early was the captain of Yalla Shabab Giants, and out walks Mujibur Ali, who is a very good striker of the ball. Oh, this one was absolutely close, inside edge, and he nearly played it onto his stumps. Living dangerously at the moment, Yalla Shabab Giants.
Yes, that was a beauty in the block hole. Could have chopped onto the wicket. But excellent bowling by Mohammad Safir. Came back strongly after the first over. Got 2 wickets.
And that's the beauty of 10 over cricket. And all of a sudden, you can see 3 balls not being scored heavily. And Yalla Shabab Giants are looking very, very normal at the moment, still reachable. He's asking the right questions here, Mohammad Safir. So far, he's picked up that wicket in this over and only singles, so not too many being scored. He's upped his pace from the previous over as well.
Up to the mark. Mohammad Safir, what team asked him to do, he's doing it that, not giving any runs, especially in this over so far. Very accurate. Got a wicket also in this over. I hope to see that he will continue. Then another 2 deliveries left in this over.
Short and just punched off the back foot for a single. Just very contrasting overs from Mohammad Safir, because the way that first over that he bowled went for 15 runs and he picked up a wicket for himself, and then after that, now this over he's picked up a wicket and he's looking to bowl quite pace, raw pace with a hint of swing. Gets very, very interesting with the way he operates. Have a look at that field also set up for him. Oh, he's stranded midway, taking a shy at the stumps, and Mohammad Safir had to back up on his own bowling. What an over by Mohammad Safir. He's certainly looking very, very good out there for the PA 11 Mavericks, as they are looking to get some sort of a comeback into this innings. Yalla Shabab Giants 80 for 5 after 7. Nobish Gopi, and he picked up a wicket in the previous over. Punched off the back foot, looks to take a quick single, Mujibur Ali. Very unlikely Mujibur Ali, because normally he is looking to get going from ball number 1.
Well, time has come for him to go for that, because it's the 8th over is in progress. I mean, what I have seen from last 4 days from the intermediate teams, played it out to the long off. They do have decent bowling attacks, but the lacking is in their batting.
Of course, it's that professional approach that all these premier teams have, whereas the intermediate teams, they do get a little overwhelmed when you face the likes of Mohammad Imran, when you face the pace of people like Hemal Tandil, the way they operate. It's certainly something different and unseen of in the division in which they are playing. However, you got to give it to them, rising up to the challenge and putting up some decent performances in Oman D10.
Contrary, the bowlers, they're also bowling some top-notch batters of the Premier League. But still, their performance, I feel it much better than the batters.
Looks to cut straight into the hands of the fielder. He was very, very alert at backward point. One more delivery remaining. All of a sudden, things just being pulled back by PA 11 Mavericks. Only 3 singles in this over so far, 2 dot balls. Oh, this is absolutely gold here from Nobish Gopi. 2 back-to-back tight overs by the bowlers of PA 11 Mavericks, and have they made a comeback or what? 83 for the loss of 5 after 8 overs, Yalla Shabab Giants. Captain Anirmon Abdul Rahman with the ball in hand. He's picked up a wicket for himself, went for quite a few, as many as 12. Sort of an appeal here from the keeper behind the stumps, but the umpire says nothing doing. And dot balls are the order of the day at the moment. If the first half was flooded with boundaries, all of a sudden in the second half, Pi 11 Mavericks are managing to get those all-important dot balls. Keeping the batters quiet, not really. Mujibur Ali has struck one very, very well. However, he's going to just end up holding out to Anirmon Abdul Rahman.
You correctly said that this 5-second spell is really going in the way of Pi 11 Mavericks. Absolutely brilliant bowling and also some good fielding as well after dropping a couple of matches, but this time they just grabbed the opportunities.
Yeah, this was very well taken. At one point in time, you would wonder that he had struck the ball so hard and so high, it was nowhere in question. And then finally realizing that he is holed out. It was a very good catch taken by Malik on the boundary ropes. Out walks Abdul Khalik. And he has a bit of a task here, because if he does not manage to get a few quick runs and break the shackles for the Yalla Shabab Giants, they might have to just be very, very cautious when they come out to bowl. Kept it outside the arc. Hint of a way swing and another dot ball. That's 3 dot balls in a row, including a wicket.
Now, interesting to see whether Yallah Shabab can get the 3-figure mark from here on.
Oh, this one's big as well. It's high up in the air and the fielder will spell it. Fahad Naeem, I believe, is having a very, very poor day out there in the field. He's dropped another one.
Another sitter. Easily can be taken.
Yeah, let's have a look at that again. It looks to hit that ball into orbit, and the fielder just making a mess of it.
Maybe the light might be troubling them.
Oh, this time he struck it well. Mufaddal Panyariwala straight down the ground and has tonked one for a big 6. Zaman Qureshi, the umpire, will have to do a few exercises there.
As we were talking about the 3-figure mark, I think Mufaddal had heard from us and they did start that brilliant maximum over the long on.
Oh yes, that was as straight as an arrow and very high, and it's literally crossed the stand that holds the cameraman. They need to watch out. Somebody give them helmets as well. Our hard-working camera persons are too precious at the moment, bringing you live pictures from the Oman Cricket Academy. Having kept the batters very quiet for 4 deliveries, finally a little bit of pressure released. And the dot ball fest continues as they end the over with 190 for the loss of 6 wickets. Yalla Shabab Giants with an over to go in their innings. A bit too late to join the bowling attack. Imran Ayub for the very last over. 10-over game is a game of matchups, I believe, because you certainly wouldn't be wanting to not spend a bowler of the quality of Imran Ayub so late into the innings. At the end of the day, you notice he's just bowled that 1 over, and apart from that, he hasn't had much to contribute to the team. Even though the opposition has so many left-handers, you can't be discounting the fact that he's a very important part of the side.
Well, I mean, I think that captain knows better as and when the bowlers can be used. But of course, the experience of Imran Ayub is absolutely precious for them.
Having said that, one of your best bowlers or one of your mainstay bowlers is Imran Ayub. You would be wanting him to bowl 2 overs every game. This one's dispatched straight into the hands of the fielder waiting at cow corner. Mufaddal Panyariwala, or I believe that's Abdul Khalik, has played one shot too many. And he was looking to accelerate, looking to get a few runs behind him.
Maybe the reason for bringing him in the last over might be to get all experience. He should not give a maximum runs, and that's what exactly he is doing, Imran Ayub.
At the moment, it's a wicket down, and 93 for 7, Yalla Shabab Giants. Imran Ayub in his very first over for the night, and he's picked up a wicket for himself. Oh, straight down the ground. No, it was in the air for a fair bit amount of chance. Not going down in time. Imran Ayub, else he would have had another wicket to his name. Sami, the keeper for the Yalla Shabab Giants, is out there. Another right-handed batter. At the moment, all eyes on Mufaddal. Catch it is the call, and catch it is not what he's going to be doing because he's gotten enough airtime on that. He gets 6 for this 99, just one shot away from that 3-figure mark for the team 100.
Nicely played. It was a good attempt by the fielder right on the fence. Maybe he jumped a bit late.
This time towards the onside, and it's going to be a boundary to Mufaddal Panyariwala. He'll end it on 38 of 20 deliveries. It's been a very, very good evening for him. On the other hand, Yalla Shabab Giants might have just thought that they've lost the plot somewhere in the middle, because 103 for 7 from their allotted 10 overs, and one might be thinking that they could have certainly got much, much more, considering the fact the start that Zoeb Amanat and Hasnainul Wahab got them.
What a second leg. Just go through the batting. It was Zoeb Amanat who started with 32 runs, and then it was Mufaddal Panyariwala who got 38. Not all brilliant knock from him, except Hasnainul Wahab who got 13. So 103 for 7 with 6 extras in 10 overs.
As far as the bowling is concerned, it's Charles Jacob with a wicket to his name in his 2 overs, but he was expensive, 24 runs. Apart from him, Anirmon, the captain, as well as Mohammad Safir, 2 wickets apiece, and they were the ones who looked to turn things around for them, for the PA 11 Mavericks, 19 and 18 respectively. A wicket apiece for Nobish and Imran Ayub, who just got 1 over, and that's probably going to be the question of the day for PA 11 Mavericks, as to why he had just 1. 104 would be the target, and here's how things started. Batting first, winning the toss and batting first, the left-hand, right-hand combination of Hasnain and Zoeb Amanat looked all guns blazing. Runs flew out from all corners. However, right-handed Hasnainul Wahab had to perish very early. Couldn't contribute much. And then came the prized wicket of Zoeb Amanat. Outwalked the left-hander Mufaddal Panyariwala. Rishabh Gupta, the youngster, holed out to the fielder towards the offside. But Mufaddal kept going. The spinners did a little decent job here against the right-handers. Couple of wickets fell in a flurry, and also was a cause of concern because these dot balls kept growing in number. Towards the end of the innings, some flourish by Mufaddal Panyariwala. Abdul Khalik holding out to deep mid-wicket. And then that big 6 towards the end of the innings. So pretty on par performance from Yalla Shabab Giants. They would still have some questions about their antics in the middle overs, but at the moment it's all eyes on their bowling attack, whether they can defend that 104 target. More on the run chase in the other side of the break.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in.
Beautiful ball.
Edge the way. Yes, it is. timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away, yes it is.
Welcome back. Oman D10 powered by Dafa News, and live action continues. Exciting action continues at the Oman Cricket Academy. That first innings was a tale of two halves where Yalla Shabab Giants winning the toss and electing to bat first. Got off to a flyer of a start, 32 of 11, Zoeb Amanat, and that probably tells you the story of what kind of a start he provided. 38 of 20 was Mufaddal Panyariwala. He remained not out all the way till the very end, and a little bit of something from Hasnainul Wahab as well. What was absolutely great start in the second half of the innings was dominated by the bowlers, because those number of dot balls just kept coming and coming on very, very quickly. 11 Mavericks, a couple of wickets for Anir Maul, the captain, and Mohammad Safir, the medium pacer. Imran Ayub just got one over and he picked up a wicket for himself, and so did Nobish and Charles Jacob. They remained reasonably disciplined with 6 extras to their name, and 103 is what Yalla Shabab Giants got for themselves. 104 the target. Now with the bat in hand, 11 Mavericks will look to make a statement. And of course, a very, very important personality sitting next to me is going to be Mudassir Ali Qureshi, joining me in the comm box. Welcome.
Very good evening, Amin. First ball. Hamza, the bowler, who got the Player of the Match award in the previous outing for Yallah Shabab. And good to see, the teams from intermediate, they showed the discipline in their bowling. It's a batting department which will let most of the teams down in this tournament. It's not like the premier teams, they came out and got those 130, 140 against intermediate. They had their own struggles against the bowling lineups of intermediate teams.
Works it away towards the onside, going to be getting off the mark with a very, very quick single. And what was really decent about 11 Maverick is that in the first half, the first 5 overs, they just seemed very hapless because Zoeb Amanat was going all guns blazing. And then once that wicket fell of Zoeb Amanat and Hasnainul Wahab, there was a flurry of wickets. And not only the wickets, there were a flurry of dot balls. And it just seemed like as if the bowlers in the first half were completely different set of bowlers in the second half, because the pace was up and the swing was there with this during the latter half of the innings. So very, very different sort of an approach. This one's driven. Another single, a very, very tight single as a matter of fact. So good start here as far as some solidity is concerned.
That too, just 6 extras given away by 11 Mavericks in the first innings. Now it's up to their batters to get those 104 runs. To do that, they need to play with positive approach. Way down the leg. Wide has been called by Zaman Qureshi.
Yeah, well, discipline in terms of wides and extras will have to be maintained. I do understand Yalla Shabab Giants want to power through this innings as far as the bowling is concerned. They are hunting for wickets and hungry for wickets and want to wrap it up as quickly as possible. But the processes have to be right. Hamza takes a wild swing at it.
Not reaching the ball, Kuran. Express with the pace is Hamza. So 4 back-to-back matches, the first game between Majis and Royals going in favour of Royal, where we have seen plenty of maximums. It's a very good track, 4th day. The same track is in use for the last 4 days. It's the 15th game in fact. But staying true, quality tracks have been prepared by the curators.
Oh, absolutely. It's such a good track, and you know, every now and then you can also see that little bit of extra bounce that has been extracted off the full area, and that's very good to note, because most of the time the batters and the bowlers, they have their foot marks in those particular areas. The grass gets off, but then this pitch is holding up really well. It's staying true. There's a good carry back to the keeper. Just like that. Now have a look at that extra bit of bounce. Spongy. And skidding on and making life miserable for the batters at the moment for Pi 11 Mavericks. They've gotten off to a very sedate and miserly start. 3 for no loss after 1. Abdul Khalik, and he's been inducted into the squad. Immediately, just a bunt towards the leg side, only a single. And he's quite an exciting bowler, hailing from Hyderabad, and he knows his line and length, dominates with pace, and a very lanky sort of a operator.
Early in the day, it was an Hyderabadi boy, Sharafuddin, getting player of the match for his exceptional bowling, fast bowling display. Got 3 wickets. The big wicket of Gihan, going in the kitty of Sharafuddin. Also, they have that bench strength. It's not easy for these players to make it into the playing 11, but now with most of the seniors not available because of the national duty, this is a very good opportunity for someone like Khalik to perform well and cement his place back in the playing 11.
Oh, what a delivery. And that one was swinging and swinging very, very hard. Good shape. Asking questions to the batter.
Quickly went into the hands of the wicketkeeper, and quick release by Sami, not giving much time for Khalik to react. So far, it has been a good over by Abdul Khalik.
In the air. Oh, this one's just falling short of Super Sanju. One might expect Super Sanju might pull out a dive at any point in time, and not this time though.
A beautiful piece of bowling by Abdul Khalik, and quite interestingly, he's having that headband.
Oh yes, I was going to come to that. Back of the hand delivery, and this one's dealt with towards the covers. It's going to be a boundary, a first boundary, and welcome runs for Pi 11 Mavericks off the bat of Nitin.
Beautiful strike coming from the blade of Nitin. 4 runs, the first boundary.
I believe it's Nobish Gopi who's opening the innings at the moment.
Six runs from that over. Still looking for that first wicket. Yalla Shabab, Pi 11, 9 for no loss, 2 overs gone.
Amir Hamza will continue. Oh, a wild swing. Look nowhere in control of that shot. Gets a little bit of inside edge, and that's good enough because Amir Hamza is bowling with some pace out here. He's going to get a boundary to his name, not in the most convincing of manners though.
Getting runs. Last 3 balls, they were able to find 2 boundaries. A good start to the over. An inside edge going past Khalid. Still a long journey in this game for Pi 11 Mavericks, but they need to have that belief to believe in themselves. Yes, we can get those 104.
Living dangerously, Amal Raj at the moment because he's just swinging at everything possible that's coming his way. And that's probably not the right way to do it.
And that too, playing away from the body is not a good idea. Keeping in mind he's too quick, Hamza. In the absence of Shah Faisal getting an opportunity. We haven't seen the likes of Umair Shakil in this tournament giving opportunities to the boys who were not tested in Oman D20, the likes of Hamza and Khalid.
At the moment experimenting with the field as well because Amal Raj is looking to go towards that deep mid-wicket region. However, oh, this is going to be a shout. No, it's not. It's a good take by Sami though. He had to go a long way towards his left considering the wayward delivery that Amir Hamza bowled. I probably have to take him out for tees later because that was saving nearly 5 runs.
Oh, absolutely. What a stop, and top of that, those reflexes, acrobatic behind the stumps is Sami. Very impressive. From the day he landed here in Oman, there's a change in the field. Extra cover comes in. Fine leg has been pushed to the rope.
Wayward now. He'll have to get back on track, Amir Hamza. I think he's experimenting a bit too much, trying too hard, bending his back a bit too much here. If he really needs to make an impression, he needs to be disciplined in his bowling, bowl wicket to wicket, and that's what earned him the man of the match in the previous game.
Absolutely. The key will be the line and length, especially on such kind of surfaces. We're still under the lights. There is movement for the fast bowler with the new ball.
Wild swing. Finally getting it back online here, Amir Hamza. And nearly the 5th day from the time we started, or was it the 4th day since we started? It does feel a very long time, but then you've noticed these challenger teams here, the likes of Pi 11 Mavericks, and then we've got Bin Ali Strikers. A lot of these teams who have come up from the ranks, the challenger teams. Anybody who's caught your eye, any specific player or players, as a matter of fact?
Quite a few. One, I think it was from Ahmad Khan team. Is it Bin Ali?
Bin Ali Strikers, yes.
I've seen one bowler, Rashid, who bowled just one over the final over. He has a resemblance of Rashid Khan, the way he delivers the ball. Beautifully managed. It was on the hip and nicely cut down by the fielder, keeping it down to just a single. Oh, what a throw. He was in trouble, but no damage has been done. And coming back to the players from intermediate, he bowled just one over, but he was quite impressive. I think he was from, not from Ahmad Khan's team. He played for Parmeshwaran, was the captain of the side. Braveheart say. So the way he bowled, with a lot of control, he's a player to watch in this tournament.
Just looks to play it across the line and not able to get bat onto it. Another dot ball.
But I'm looking for batters. They need to step up, especially against premier teams. When you can get those 20, 30 runs and all of a sudden you'll be in the spotlight. Bowling has been very disciplined when we talk about intermediate teams in this tournament. The likes of Rana Zishan, always among the wickets with gentle medium pace, with lots of experience behind him. Ubada, how can we forget Ubada and his team, Jamadar. They batted beautifully. The problem is that middle order for teams coming from intermediate have that lack of experience in the batting department, which was exposed by premier teams.
End of the over. It's going to be 3 overs done, 19 for no loss. Par 11 Mavericks have an uphill task at the moment. 19 for no loss. They need 85 of their remaining 7 overs with that required run rate of 12. That means a couple of big hits, at least minimum, in every over from here onwards. It's not going to be easy because Jay Odedra, with all his experience, will look to restrict them. Speaking of some impressive performances and personalities who have impressed. Yes, of course, Ideal International and Bin Ali Strikers is the next game. So you probably are going to get a good matchup very soon.
It will be a good battle. The next game, Bin Ali versus Ideal International. And one man who will be cheering for Ideal International from the Combox is our Kokani boy, Amin Wagle. He knows a lot of players playing for Ideal International, the likes of Ubada. He hails from the same place from where Amin comes. And welcome boundary. Is it? Yes, 4 runs at last. They tried and tried. Some width offered by Jay Odedra. Not helping the cause is the fielder.
Yeah, he certainly played that cut shot a bit too late and was ensuring that it was to the left of the fielder. Mufaddal Panyariwala absolutely made a mess of it. Couldn't get behind it in time. And just like that, it's a boundary against the run of play for Par 11 Strikers. Quite a few Kokni boys in that Ideal International side. You've got Nadeem Pevekar, you've got Wasim Jamadar. Ubada is a Bhatkal candidate and made a big name for himself. Have a look at that shot. Absolutely welcome boundary for Par 11 Strikers.
So it's no hidden secret that Amin is going all guns blazing and you will be supporting Ideal International.
Oh, absolutely. There's no two doubts about it. Every D series I have a team to support. Usually it's the Renaissance Challengers. Of late, it's been the Majees Titans. And now this Oman D10. Oh, this is some lethargic stuff here from Yalla Shabab Giants. I think they've just taken their leg or taken their hands off the pulse of the game at the moment. It's been a mixed bag sort of an over. 7 runs, 26 for no loss after 4 Par 11 Strikers. Nearing the halfway stage, 26 for no loss. And Mujibur Ali has been introduced into the attack. Well, it's not only about these two teams. There are plenty of some good players as well. You have Bin Ali Strikers, Afridi. Usman Afridi has been quite interesting to look at. And he'll be up very soon.
And also SFT smashers started off really well. The likes of Umar Afridi and the veteran. We have got
Jahan Zeb.
Amir Ali, the veteran Amir Ali. So quite a few mixture of young and experienced players for SFT Smashers. So it's a good idea to come up with such a series where you have premier teams battling against intermediate sides.
Well, most certainly. What makes it even more exciting is that you get a larger talent pool, and then the premier teams are scouting for players. And when you have that sort of a pool to look at, the managers of the premier teams are spoiled for choices, and then the rest of the players also need to up their game because they know that there's somebody down who's playing in a division below and is looking for your spot in the squad. Youngsters especially are the ones who benefit majorly in tournaments like these. One more ball remaining in this over, only 4. This has turned out to be absolutely decent from Mujibur Ali. You did see the likes of Chirag Mandavia. Shehbaz, the captain of Bin Ali Strikers, is quite exciting. This one's a brilliant shot. The fielder is going to be just a spectator. He was going to try to catch that, but nowhere in the picture at the moment. Nobish Gopi, and he is striking the ball very well at the moment against a run of play.
Everyone enjoyed this maximum. Good use of the feet, a proper technical shot coming from the blade of Gopi. His partner applauded the shot, so was the bowler Mujibur Ali. A much needed maximum to end the over number 5, 36 for a loss. What a brilliant shot from Gopi to end that over number 5, 36 for no loss. Lightning quick is Sami. Not out, says the on-field umpire, the leg umpire. Using the feet. Kuran. What a great glove work shown by Sami there. And when we talk about the glove work, we are pleased to have 2 wicket keepers in the commentary box. One is on break, Pranav Mehta, the experienced senior wicket keeper who played a lot of cricket back home in Pakistan in early 80s and the late 80s. He was here in Oman, now in the com box. It's a pleasure to welcome Jamil sir. Very good evening, Jamil bhai.
Thank you very much, Mudassir bhai. God bless you. Have made it. Let us see where it's going. Finally, wow. This is something which is very unusual from the Yalla Shabab fielders. Very few. We have seen a lot of catches spilled during the batting of Yalla Shabab by Mavericks.
So much of expectations whenever that such teams like Yalla Shabab or other premier teams, we expect them to take those catches. But while swing, just another single here, boundaries are hard to come apart from that previous over where we have seen a maximum 10 wickets in hand, Jamil bhai, but still it looks quite a far distance. That's 104.
I was discussing with Amin also, all these intermediate teams that we have seen up to so far, I got one thing that they do have a good bowling lineup. But the problem is in their batting. And of course, a couple of fielding lapses are also. Bowling is, I think all the teams have got some good bowling attack in their ranks.
The quality of the bowling has been superb. We should applaud that. No other thoughts the way teams bowls against Muscat Thunderers, against Royal Oman, against Majis Titans. Onto the back foot, rock solid, a maximum, what a hit. The tall right-hand batter getting better of J. Odedra.
Beautifully played. Full power of the bat and full power of the batter himself. Over to the cow's corner for the maximum. Look at that one. My God, what power behind his shot. Absolutely thrilling.
Current power comes into play for Pi 11 Mavericks. 46 for all, 6 overs gone. "46 for no loss, 6 overs gone. Sanju Sajeev is getting ready to bowl that 7th over. 10 wickets in hand, showing some improvement by Pi 11 Mavericks batters. Not throwing their wickets easily. Another single, and if you remember, Bin Ali strikers, they bowled well against Royal Oman Stallions. The last over going for 20, spoiled the party. 79 was the target, and they were bundled out for just 12 runs.
They do have the next match, I believe.
Yes, next game. Oh, brilliant. Again, brilliant. He's like a great Buffon standing behind the stumps. It's great. Sami, number 73, rock solid wall behind the stumps.
Brilliant wicket keeping. Great take down the leg side. This is outside the office stump. Sanju Sanjeev. He has not done well today in the batting. And we didn't saw his athletic fielding in this tournament so far.
Top edge over the third man. Chase and excellent work. Brilliantly done. Saving runs for his side. Yes, we haven't seen much of Sanju Sajeev. Did not came to party, but talking about wicket keeper, Jamil, by you yourself being a wicket keeper, when you have someone like Sami behind the stumps, I think it gives bowler more freedom to try and bowl some variations.
Absolutely. It is confidence of bowler and wicket keeper.
Sajeev strikes, and he comes to the party at last. First over for Sanju Sajeev. 50 on board, and they have lost their first wicket.
This was short. He tried to heave it over to the long off. Tried, but waiting hands of the fielder on the fence. The first wicket down for the Pi Mavericks. 50 for 1.
Walks in the captain of Pi 11 Mavericks. It's a battle between Premier and Intermediate teams here at Oman Cricket Academy. The next game, a much awaited game, Bin Ali Strikers versus Amin's favorite team, Ideal International. Men in green against men in blue.
Yes.
What an effort. A match to watch.
I think that is the match that we all love to see. Teams from the similar divisions, this time played out. It's a wide. So 5 welcome runs for Pi Marwick. So both the teams in the same group, and of course we'll see some good contest hopefully.
Even the great wall has few cracks. A quicker delivery toward that leg stick, 5 runs. Not an easy standing up to Sanju Sajeev. We have already seen the left arm also Shakil Ahmed bowling those quicker ones. Now we have got Offie, Sanju in the air. Fielder settling, no chance. What a hit. Captain Anir comes to the party here. A huge over the contest of the game, though he has got a wicket. He has leaked plenty of runs, 14 runs from the first over of Sanju Sajeev. 7 overs gone, 61.
And he is a strong build batter. Look at that. All the power behind the shot over to the long off for the maximum.
Saishif, the captain of this side, who had a wonderful tournament, the recently concluded D20, where he got runs, also wickets. It's not easy to take on Saishif. Gopi on strike, using the feed. Gopi strikes in the air, and Gopi clears the ropes with ease. Even the likes of Saishif gone for a maximum. A positive intent, aggressive batting by Pi 11 Mavericks.
Some shivers in the Yalla Shabab camps with these two maximums, one for Anir and the second more. Katipra, look at that one, almost one-handed.
Good use of the feet, Jamil Bhai. Reaching the ball, and he was in control. Onto the back foot, in the air, there is a chance for Sami. And Sami takes a stunner here. The wall of Yalla Shabab Giants showing great reflexes. What a sprint. And that's the end of Gopi. Sai Shiv Narayana, he strikes in his first over.
What an effort from the wicket-keeper. Just ran almost 15 meters from the place he was standing and took the catch going backward. Superb catch. Absolutely stunner.
Sai Shiv, the captain, getting a wicket here. Then all of a sudden, new batter Ayub. There's not much time left. Even 5 good hits. All you need to try is 5 maximums.
Leave at least 2 for the other batter.
Oh, fumble that saved Captain Anir. Lightning quick was Sanju Sajeev. A rare fumble from Sanju Sajeev. Now 36 needed. If it is a tape ball, we'll say 6 maximum. 6 balls, 6 maximums.
That is possible there.
Cleaned him up. Captain comes to the rescue. Sai Shiv Narayana, the first ball of this over, went for a maximum. After that, what a comeback. Double wicket in this over. The man who was looking dangerous, Captain Anir, he departs.
Chopped the ball on his stumps. Going backward. Tried to chop that one. Tried to cut. But played it on to the wicket. So, wicket number 3 for Pi 11.
All of a sudden, the momentum shifting in favor of the bowling side. Not needed, not needed. Electrifying in the field, Sanju Sajeev, but with ease gave that extra run. So 9 runs from that over, still in the hunt, going into the final 2 overs, 34 needed at a run rate of 17 runs per over for Pi 11 Mavericks to win this game. Khalid getting ready. This is the over for both the sides. If Pi 11 can manage 15 to 20 runs in this over, they'll be in the hunt going to the final over. But it's not easy against Abdul Khalik. Not known for the pace, but known for that accuracy.
But here, experience counts in these stages of the game when you have such a what you call target in your hand. So play accordingly, bowl accordingly. The experience counts from here on.
And somehow I always feel, Jamil bhai, when you don't have that much of experience, even at the international level, when the minnows teams, they come into a tournament and when they face giants of the games, you bat first, even if you score 60, 70, you can defend that. We have seen n number of times the minnows coming into tournament and posted 115, 50 overs. They went on to win those games because batting is something which is you need to have the technique and the temperament, and you also need to understand the surface. So it's not easy.
Well, again, Mudassir talking about the experience. Those teams does not have that much experience playing on the turf as the other teams do have. So maybe 1 or 2 matches they played on the turf. With D10, it was happening in over 2. But of course, that not give them that much experience which is required at this stage of the game where you're playing with the senior teams.
Let it go, the batter, thinking it might be called as a wide, but Zaman Qureshi says it's a legal delivery. It's becoming really difficult, and rightly said, Jamil, but this is a first opportunity. All we want is them to enjoy, gain that experience. Forget about winning and losing. You need to enjoy the experience, the first-hand experience of playing at Oman Cricket Academy, the live games. Your family members are watching, your loved ones are watching. Go back home and watch your videos.
Well, I admire the what you call Oman Cricket Board's intentions to give chance to the intermediate teams. Just before this tournament, we have a D10 tournament, T10 tournament here for the intermediate cup under the lights. But they are playing with among themselves. So that experience, of course, now shifted to the senior side. So it's a very, very good attempt by the Oman Cricket Board to give those teams chance to play against the senior teams. Again, we'll talk about that, to learn something from the seniors for fielding, bowling and batting.
Oh, absolutely. And a good spell from Abdul Khalik, wicketless but very economical, going for just 10 runs, 9 overs. Pi 11 Mavericks are struggling, 72 for the loss of 3.
.32 required of 6 deliveries. Coming down the wicket this time, right from the middle of the bat, but straight the fielder is there. So the wicket number 4, the only way for them to come out and go for the maximums.
Wicket number 4 and wicket number 3 for Sai Shiv Narayana came late into the attack, but straight away getting those wickets An impactful bowler. A brilliant catch taken by Zohaib Amanat. Score remains on 72, but that wicket column shows fourth wicket goes down. The new batter is Mithal. So a single, but lots of positives from this game for Pi 11 Mavericks. The way they came back in the first innings, especially in the second half of the first innings. Good work by Sashiv Narayana. And batting also. They gave a hard time to the bowlers of Yalla Shabab Giants. So lots of improvement, I would say, for Pi 11 Mavericks from this game.
To me, it looks better than other teams. The openers, they stay along, but their intentions always good to go for the runs. They didn't get those runs, but at least they were trying to get them.
Absolutely. It's all about the intent. In the air, is there a chance? No chance. Maximum. Clean hitting by Ayub. Score moves to 81.
He's been a very, very good bowler, Imran Ayub. He has been given the last over and now has been sent almost as the number 7, number 8.
Still 23 needed. Going into that final ball, Sashiv Narayana looking for his fourth wicket. With that single, that is the end of game number 14. Yalla Shabab Giants, they'll be getting 2 more points in their kitty. It's 82 all they could manage, chasing 104. But brilliant game of cricket we have witnessed. The way Pi 11 Mavericks fought till the end. It shows a lot of improvement from the batters of Pi 11 Mavericks.
Well, absolutely great job done. First, they bowled well in the second spell of the 6th from 10 overs, and now in the batting, they tried to get it done in even the last ball. So, great effort for this team coming up to play against the senior level teams. Talking about the batting, it was only Amar who scored 26, an equally good knock from Nobish, 25. And in the end, it's Imran Yaqub who scored 10 for 6. No other batter came up with some good score. They were 82 for 4 in 10 overs. So Yalla Shabab won the match by 21 runs rather.
6 bowlers used by the captain, and the captain himself was exceptional. 3 wickets at the right time, getting those wickets. 2 overs going for just 17. A wicket to Sanju Sajeev. Khalik was very impressive, very economical. So was Amir Hamza. Mujibur really gone for runs. At the end, Yalla Shabab winning this game by margin of 21 runs. Let's see the highlights. The first wicket for Pi 11 Mavericks, they added plenty of runs and some good clean hitting we have seen. Good use of the feet. Very strong on the back foot. Sanju Sajeev came in and straight away he got that wicket before he was dispatched for a maximum. Then an excellent catch taken by the fielder. This was Anir Mohammad who came in and got better of the bowler, and a one-handed shot from Ayub getting a maximum. But after that it was Sai Shiv Narayana's show. One after the other wicket went down. 2 in his first over. This was a superb catch taken by the wicket keeper Sami. Then clean bowl Sai Shiv Narayana, his counterpart, the captain of Pi 11 Mavericks, and another brilliant catch taken in the deep by Zohaib Amanat. And this was the final maximum for Pi 11 Mavericks, and they managed 82. They fought hard. They gave a tough time to Yalla Shabab Giants, winning the toss, opting to bowl first. Panyariwala, the top scorer, 38 of 20. Zoe Manath got quick 32, 13 for Wahab. And what a comeback in the first inning, especially in the last 5 overs by the bowlers of Pi 11 Mavericks. Alapurail getting a couple of wickets. Abdur Rahman, 2 wickets to his name. Katileparam, a wicket to his name. And when the chase started, they were almost there. But in the last couple of overs, things not going in the favour of Pi 11 Mavericks. It was Sai Shiv Narayan's exceptional bowling which led Yalla Shabab Giants to win this game by a margin of 21 runs. We'll dive into short break. Once we are back, it will be a post-match presentation ceremony on the sidelines.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way, yes it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way, yes it is.
Welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony and another game done and dusted here in Oman D10, powered by Dafa News. This contest between Yalla Shabab Giants and Pi 11 Mavericks has gone the Yalla Shabab Giants' way, winning the toss and electing to bat first. They scored 103 in their allotted 10 overs and in the end defending it by as much as nearly 21 runs. Some good figures here for the Yalla Shabab Giants. Some players to note. Zoe Bamanat gave them an excellent start, 11 ball 32. But then what was actually crucial was Mufaddal Panyariwala's innings, a 38-run knock, which made sure that in the middle overs they never lost their way. He's going to be adjudicated our player of the match, and our match official, Mr. Zaman Qureshi, will hand him his medallion. मुफद्दल सबसे पहले बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद और क्या कहना चाहेंगे इस इनिंग्स के बारे में और किसको डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे ये अवार्ड?
थैंक यू सर. एक्चुअली मैं ये बहुत अच्छा फील कर रहा हूँ. फर्स्ट प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच है मेरा इस टूर्नामेंट का और मैं बहुत थैंकफुल हूँ अम्मार भाई का. अम्मार भाई जिनके थ्रू मैं यहाँ पे टूर्नामेंट के लिए आ सका हूँ और मेरे पेरेंट्स का थैंक यू.
मैच की सिचुएशन के बारे में बताएं. जब आप बैटिंग करने आए थे तब कुछ विकेट्स गिर गए थे. एक बहुत अच्छा स्टार्ट मिला था बट देन वो डॉट बॉल्स काफ़ी बिल्डअप हो गए थे. तो इस सिचुएशन में आप किस तरीके से आपने इस प्रेशर को हैंडल किया और अपने साथ एक पार्टनरशिप बनाई और बहुत लंबे लंबे छक्के मारे हैं, उसके बारे में बताएं. सेटअप कैसा है?
सिचुएशन थोड़ी टफ थी. विकेट्स एक हैंड से गिर रहे थे बट मैंने खुद को बैक किया. मेरे को पता था कि मैं स्पिनर पर चार्ज कर सकता हूँ, हिट्स लगा सकता हूँ, तो मैंने खुद को बैक किया.
ओके, विकेट के बारे में कुछ बताएं। बैटिंग करना इजी है क्योंकि अभी ऑलमोस्ट चौथा दिन है, इसी विकेट पे खेल रहे हैं, रन्स बन रहे हैं, बट बॉलर्स हमेशा हावी होते हैं।
विकेट थोड़ा टफ है, थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, बिकॉज बॉल जैसे जैसे नाइट हो रही ड्यू हो रही तो स्किट कर रहा है बॉल, इसलिए थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है विकेट, बट इन द एंड रिजल्ट हमारे हाथ में है, सो वी टेक इट एज अ पॉजिटिव।
अगर रिजल्ट्स के बारे में बात करें तो पाई 11 मैवरिक्स चैलेंजर टीम है जो नीचे से ऊपर आके खेल रही है। इस D10 फॉर्मेट में आपको ऐसे बहुत सारे टीम्स मिल रहे हैं क्योंकि आप याला शबाब जायंट से हैं, एक प्रीमियर टीम है, तो किस वे से आप लोग स्ट्रैटेजाइज करते हैं और मैनेज करते हैं?
प्रशांत सर, शकील सर, सब सपोर्ट स्टाफ मेंबर सब बहुत अच्छे से हमको गाइड करते हैं और जैसे हम स्ट्रेटजीज बनाते हैं उस हिसाब से एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं यहाँ पे।
फिर से बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद और उम्मीद करते हैं आप ऐसे और बड़े बड़े परफॉर्मेंसेस दें। That's all we have from the post-match presentation ceremony. That was Mufaddal Panyariwala with an excellent innings, helping his team clinch a couple of points. Do stay tuned. We've got a lot of good cricketing action coming your way.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent, yes it is.